Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is, of course, Monday night. It's MRC time. We're here under the lights of Abu Dhabi. Joining me this evening, I am absolutely thrilled to announce he is with me in the comm box. I think this is our first time. Could be a second time, but I'm sure you'll correct me. Yeah, it is one of my Tier 1 compadres, good friend as well, fellow northerner. It's the one and only, it's Mr. Blowhole. It is the Bailey. Good evening.
Hello, Mr. Hodge. How wonderful to be together in the love box.
It is rather snug in here.
It's snug, it's toasty, and we're cuddling up tight.
Exactly. I mean, get a bit toasty, you must admit. Well, we are well, you could say the desert, if you like. It's definitely in the warmth of Abu Dhabi tonight, and rather hot and humid under here.
Oh, indeed. And hopefully the track is going to get hot and lively with action too.
Yeah, well, if anything's to go by so far this season, I think I think we're pretty certain of that as well. But I think I'm excited about this one. Obviously, the new changes to the track have changed the layout slightly. And, yeah, this is going to be fun. This is really, really going to be fun.
Yes, the new track itself has definitely given us a huge new dynamic. The middle sector is completely and utterly the same, but the final sector and the first sector, those minor changes make a huge difference.
They do, yeah. They've gone the little fiddly bits, which, to be fair, I'm not gonna lie, I used to quite like. And now we've got a couple of, call them hairpins, and instead now, so it's there to, or designed to promote overtaking, and yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We will see.
Yes, it was definitely the Achilles heel of this track, that overtaking, following, and that final sector was hard. It's definitely a lot better, and it flows better, but I don't like it.
Yeah, I like it made you think about that sector, and the heavy braking and getting the turn in and getting the car right. Not so much now. You're still looking for a stable rear through high speed corners as such, isn't it? So it's completely different dynamic.
Completely agree. Although there is something special about this track being just under the lights. The cars, some of these liveries, like the AlphaTauri, the Williams in particular, and the Aston Martin, the livery just pops under the lights here.
Yeah, I agree. Completely agree with you on that one. It does. It's night races just seem to work. They just look so much nicer, so much better. As we're on board with the Alfa Romeo of Mr. McBitty Hobnob, or otherwise known as Bit, or Carl Edens. He is, because apparently I've been told that we can't use as many nicknames. I say tough. Gav and I have coined them, like we're keeping them.
Bicky names.
Yes, Bicky names.
Yes, if you don't like nicknames, well, tough, we don't like you. To whom that may concern, nickname you.
Yes, as Carl sets the opening time at 26.3. Who's that that's spun? That is an AlphaTauri Derry Girls. One noticeable absentee tonight is the Tier 3 champ, which is Calvin, who apparently says he's in Greece. I think someone just left the gate open of his zoo and he's out hunting his animals down.
He is the world's worst zookeeper, and he's out rounding up all the species of things that have migrated across Europe. That's what it is.
Exactly.
That's his version of Brexit means Brexit. That's his equivalent, isn't it?
Yeah. Isn't it Kevin James who was in the film? Was it Kevin James? The film Zoomkeeper?
I honestly don't know.
Was a film. Here. Yeah, it's going to bug me now. Possibly. But that is our Calvin. And he says he's in Greece. He's not.
He's just a liar. Ooh, Gini's had a big moment on the straight. Oh no, I think he's having his glitching. His internet might be
again. I know that we've seen Karim Benzema, he's in and out of the lobby. Unfortunately, at the moment, he's at a hotel, I do believe, away working.
He's got some rapid pace on his day.
He does.
Good old scratch. When he's on it, he is absolutely rapid.
Yeah, exactly. And we're on board with the Womax, one of my former teammates in my former team. And to be fair,
former team?
Yeah. And it's one of those. I'll be honest, I'm not really a fan of the design of the Mercedes this year. I prefer the black as well, rather than go back to the silver, and I just can't fully get away with the no side pod look. it's growing on me.
quite
But
like
actually,
it.
under the lights, that looks so nice.
I think the red, green, black, silver, white is all a bit too busy. However, I do like it more than I thought I would. And you're right, under the lights, most of these cars just come alive. It just looks so much better with a little cheeky spotlight.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just the way it shines, and it is obviously like a metallic paintwork, and you don't normally get. As Womack's gone very, very, very wide, very, very deep, and he'll be abandoning that lap. So who else is on a lap? We've currently got Tom Brown at 25.3, 6 tenths ahead of Seb Mail. We've got McFlurry. He is out with, well, let's see what he can do with the topping this evening. He goes wide and goes in second, though. Good lap.
25.8, good lap. Although Tom's still half a second up on that. Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Stubbs improving in his first sector. He's just over 10th up in the Alpha.
Yep. Oh, his Monster's just gone wide and invalidated second last corner as well. That's him into the pits. Who have we got on a lap? Not many people on a lap. There's 2 people on that lap. Vans and the Firecocker.
One thing I've noticed with this track, you can't get away with the curbs when it comes to braking here. So a lot of the tracks in the new game, you can sort of straddle the curb and the braking, you're fine, it's not a big problem. Here, if you, especially the end of the first sector going into that new hairpin where Verstappen did some pass on Hamilton that decided something last year.
Did he? I don't remember that one.
I don't either, but this is what everyone tells me. I really love it. But that corner there, and the one Stu's in now with the triple right-hander just before the hotel, if you touch the curb and the brake in there, you're going anywhere but the corner.
Yeah, they're very bumpy. Very, very bumpy, aren't they, the exit curbs?
Yeah. The car absolutely just locks up and just goes flying in any direction bar the one you want to go in.
Yeah, exactly that. We're going to ride on board with Fibers as he does end the first sector into that first hairpin we talk about. Has 2 stabs at it. That's pretty much my line. Has 2 stabs to work out where it is. Let's have a look. He's got the DRS wide open. That was the new... Oh, wait, where on earth has my... Lap's gone. There we go. The new turn 5 down into what is now turn 6. I think it was turn 9, I do believe, previously. Shows how many corners we're cutting. Doesn't take the wide exit, tries to keep the power down, keeps it smoother. The exit curves that we were talking about just there. And it powers out. That is actually turn 8 that you've just gone through. Not really a corner, still class it. And this is the second hairpin. It goes, rises up on the exit, easy to lose the rear end. We may see many of that during the race or during qualifying, hopefully not. And then down into the heavy braking as he said, goes very wide and invalidates his lap before he gets to turn 13 under the hotel. And that will be the cockfire done for this lap. That's a shame.
Yeah, he was on for a good time, to be fair.
He was, yeah. Oh, Stunbound goes wide over 3 as well, so that's easy him done on his next run. Who else is on air lap?
It's easy to take turn 3 compared to the last game, which it was the most treacherous corner. Even Jay Sarge lost it there a couple of times last year, I remember. He's a man who doesn't lose it often. He lost it there a few times. It's easily done.
Yeah, it is, yeah. I found with this, because of the promote the understeer so much, you can very easily still understeer through there, so maybe just like it could be my setup, it could just be me winning out of talent, but it's either or. It can still be quite tricky. Go on board with the... Well, I'm going to say, I don't want to insult him, but the former Mr. Clean, I'd have got Mr. Genie in the Alpine, one of his favourite cars. He goes around that second hairpin we're talking about, kisses the apex late, doesn't use the outside curb, keeps it nice and neat. And they've extended that one as well, haven't they? Turn 12, the tight right hand, that made that wider. I actually don't like that either.
No, I don't, and it's too easy to get on the throttle under the hotel. You're coming through there, it invites you to get on the throttle too much. The second last corner we've just gone through, that I actually like. The rest of them I don't like.
Yeah, it's very difficult. I always like the
sectors more smooth. Like that chicane felt very bumpy and clumsy in a corner, but overall the challenge of the new track is fun, but I prefer the old one. Yeah. Genie with a good lap there though, up to P7.
I'm actually trying to find somebody on a lap at the moment, so we might have the hosepipe has. Well, we're in the desert, probably won't spring a leak tonight. So thank goodness for that. His taps are done up tight. And the AlphaTauri, as you say, does look good under the lights. I'm sure Mr. Hills may disagree with that one.
Yeah, it's good to see him back in reserve action. I'm sure. Is this his last race before he's back off on work?
Oh, and he's lost it out of 2. Oh, dear me. And his teammate's done the same. Synchronised AlphaTauri spinning.
Yes.
Oh, dear. Oh, he's been disqualified for blocking the pit lane.
Yeah.
He didn't move quickly, and it's so easy to disqualify you. So, Mr. Osborne will be starting at the back of the grid, currently in 19th, because, of course, we are having Mr. Quizma has not been able to take part so far. Monster again invalidated. He's back into the pits. Still Monster. He's invalidated, so he's going to have to potentially go again under pressure. He's pitted, going for his last set of tyres. What can the Debbie girl do? Still under pressure, as we say. Actually had that spin, didn't he? So that's going to be a null and void lap again. So see, to be fair,
watch out for Red Car Rambo. He in practice yesterday set a time that was phenomenal on a medium tyre.
Yeah.
Almost the quickest of all, and people had set times on softs, and he was in the medium.
Did see those times come through. Yeah, that really looks good. Yeah, really is. But he has us on the background, so we won't put him under too much pressure. To say that we're watching you, we can see you.
We're sitting on board giving you extra downforce.
Yep, exactly. But fans as well, he's on an out lap. He's going to start his lap first. So let's have a look at the Aston Martin. That looks even great. That doesn't look so much green, almost grey under the lights.
Yeah, so
I just had a very long day.
Come alive. The green, the blues, the dark reds, they come alive.
Oh, wide in turn 1. That's not ideal. I think he's used quite a lot of hot lap. I think he forgot to turn hot lap off in his out lap. He's only on 46%. But does go purple in sector 1. However, I think that just goes purple for the people in your timing screen. So that's quicker than we'll potentially be fanning in 13th. How can you do? We've got a Red Bull further back up the straight. Then behind that will be the McLaren of the Rambo.
I'm on board with Ryan now. He's just coming out the hairpin, and it's a good first sector. We haven't got a delta because this is his first lap, so it looks like he's going for a one bash, maybe a cheeky second one at the end if he's got enough in him. McFlurry.
Oh, he's retired. Turn 3.
He's bottled it.
Turn 3.
Yeah.
And the entrance was out of 2, maybe as he flicked to go right, and it just the rear end didn't handle it. It is.
It's easily done.
Yeah. On board with the Aston Martin. Goes, again deep into 12. That is so easily done in this one, I think, because it's wider. You can carry more speed. It does hamper you quite a lot. Let's have a look. Can Vance keep it on track? He can. Can he keep it without invalidating out of the last corner? He can. And what's he going to do? He does a 13th with that one. Let's quickly nip back to Ryan, who's got 2 corners left to go.
Here he comes. I think this could be a good lap.
Oh, that's right on board with him. Takes a nice tight line out of the last corner and does it.
Wow! Wow! What a lap. I did say that lap looked good, but that is one bang. He one banged that lap.
He has.
And put it on pole.
He has.
Well,
and what can the Red Bull of Tom Brown do in answer? He is on an out lap.
If Ryan hurries back, he'll get another go at that. And Tom on his out lap now, this will be his only attempt at it. So Ryan's got to hurry back to the pits.
Yeah, which you can do on this because you're not going to use those tyres in the race. You don't have to worry about trying to preserve them and starting on those tyres. Of course, 2022, you have free choice of tyre, whether it's the mediums or the hard tyres for the start of the race. So I think that, which we've seen, I quite like it. We've seen a few different strategies, haven't we, so far this season, in all tiers.
I've just noticed Martin's just coming to the garage. He's in P3. That's a cracking lap from him. Seb Mayer in fourth, and another cracking lap. McFlurry's is out, but P5 currently for him. How far will he drop? Who knows? But it's a cracking lap. Oh, Alex has gone round at turn 3.
Oh, no. And purple first setter for Tom Brown. He's gone quicker still.
He's flying.
Yes.
He's quarter of a second
does rubbering quite a lot round here, doesn't it, as well?
Oh, yeah. He's a quarter of a second off at the moment. Fanning's just gone P3 with a 25.5. Cracking lap. McLaren making a statement with those two.
Yeah, they are. We could call them almost a dream team. Good friends as well, outside of MRC. Friends for a couple of years, actually, before MRC.
Yeah.
And, really get on well. And I think they've just absolutely dreamed that partnership, haven't they, between them?
They have. Tom's lost a tenth in the middle sector compared to his best time. He's still up, but he's a tenth off of where he was in the first sector.
Yeah, this is still got plenty, but he does manage to slow it down for 12. Takes a while. Wow.
Very switchy there.
Yeah, but to be fair, that sometimes can help to get the tail end kicked round. Has he bailed? It looks like he's almost bailed. He has. He's backed out on it.
Well, he won't have enough ERS to really have a proper go again, but he looks like he's going to go again.
Yeah, yes.
Doesn't have it. He's only got half his battery. I don't think that's going to be enough. He's going to get to the final sector and be struggling, but
yeah,
here he goes again. Ryan is still in the pits. He needs to get back on track.
Yeah, I think Fanning's going to try and do the same. He's trying to get into the pits. He's invalidated, but there we have the red car of the single track. The Bossman's back out on track on his outlap for his final attempt. Still got Seb Mill, can still get out. I think, what, about 2 minutes before you'll have to leave, I'd say.
Steve's is coming to the pits, so that's his qualifying done. Dumb's Hornet on the way out. Ryan's still in the pits. As is Fanning. So does that mean they're staying put?
Could be Tom Brown. Yeah, Tom Brown's slightly quicker in the first sector. He's the main one we're going to watch. I know Alex has got hampered by the Aston Martin as he moved out of the way. He has. How much is that going to hamper him, though, through 6 and 7 and up the hill? And like you mentioned, he has got nothing left.
This isn't going to be good for him.
Is this a strategic error?
Down.
Yeah, that's all down the straight as well with having no ERS. It doesn't hamper you so much through the last sector, but it depends if you can keep the momentum going. He'll be okay. Ryan now is on an outlap. Is this going to be nice and neat? It looks a lot neater that time.
Ryan should have enough time. He's in the middle sector at the moment, but he doesn't want to ruin those tyres before the lap. Yeah, Tom's bailing. Tom's pitting.
He has. Let's have a look. Single track now. The Bossman is on lap through turn 1, through 2. It's right on board through 3. Slight lift of the throttle, which is probably the sensible thing. Keeps the car planted, keeps that rear in check. Because so many people lose it. Brakes very, very late into turn 5. And away we go down the straight. DRS wide open.
Oh, there's an AlphaTauri gone behind. One of the AlphaTauris behind that. Therefore has to be Derry. He's just lost it on the exit of that hairpin.
Yeah, we can see it on the track map on your right hand side there, folks. Let's have a look. Single track bounces over the curb. Not the most ideal line to do on. Bounces again. This might hamper him, but you can take that line on the exit though, so that may help to keep that to keep the foot planted, to keep it wider, and keep the car stable on exit. To get that power down. How is he going to go through?
Half a second down. Martin, not the best lap for him, but needs to keep going.
Of course, you know, you never know. He may have made an error in the last sector last time round.
Exactly. Never say die.
Exactly. Short shifts up to keep that rear in check when he wants to put the power down. Wow, I'm going to tank slapper still.
What a save. What a save.
That's him going to bail, I think. On that one, he'll finish qualifying. Let's have a look. Ryan is a 10.5 quicker through the first sector alone.
Wow, this could be... Could he get in the 24s? Does he...
Wow, Carl, where's he doing with us?
25.2! Wow!
Wow!
Mind you, Ryan's nearly just over a 10.5 up, so
yeah.
Ryan, as it stands, if he maintains the final sector, will go fastest.
Well...
What can he do?
Yeah, has he got any cars ahead? He has got a Red Bull further ahead, but hopefully won't come into the picture. Oh, he may do in the second last corner. Depends how quick that Red Bull is. Yeah, and will he get out the way? Will he cross the line? Let's have a look. 2 corners to go for Ryan to come and take the checkered flag. And will it be pole position? Doubles on 25-1, goes quicker, walk around at 24-9!
Wow! I just said, can he get a 24? And he's just picked in there. Wow, what a lap.
Wow. I bet his heart was in his mouth with that one, especially Carl goes pole. Ryan's on a lap. Hornet gets, pips him on a 25-1, and then Ryan.
Seb Mills has got a 25-4. 6 minutes ago, you just said Tom Brown was looking dead cert for a pole unless Ryan could pull something out the bag. Tom Brown's now 4th. Carl and Dummest have just jumped in as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic laps from all of the... Actually, everyone in the top... Well, if you were 25-9 downwards, you've done brilliantly.
Yeah, exactly that. Fantastic. So there we are, folks. Womax has finished his lap as well. So Ryan takes pole position. Dummest Hornet with a late gasp. Briefly for all of a second took takes second. Carl takes third. Tom Brown in the other. Red Bull takes 4th. 7 in 5th. Fanning 6th. Single track in 7th. 5 in 8th. And we will come back to the others in a second. And that was all within the last 2 minutes.
That, when they say save your best till last, that was taking a lick a bit, wasn't it?
Just a little bit, it certainly was. So we got there. So yeah, single track 7th, Fibers to 8th. McFlurry is in 9th. The Genie in the Bottle is in 10th. Stubalicious in 11th. Alex is in 12th. Call Me, whatever you want to call me. Call Me Maybe is in 13th. Monster 14th. Got a lap in the end. Floppy Loppy in 15th. Womax in 16th. The Sprinter van, the Aston Martin Sprinter van, is now in 17th. Or the Transit van, that's what we're going to call him. Derry Girl in 18th. Horseback in 19th. Unfortunately, disqualified, and unfortunately, Kareem Benzema cannot get into the session, so we're going to be running with 19 tonight.
19.
That's a first, I think, for MRC.
That's a prime number. So,
that's why the silence, because is it? My maths isn't good.
It is. Cool. So, will there be rain? Dun, dun, dun.
In the desert.
Oh,
it does happen. We have seen it.
Well, it's once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon it happens, and when it rains it pours, apparently.
Apparently so, yeah, twice a year. So I've heard. I'm interested to see the strategies now. Who is going to try and go along on the hard tyres? Who's going to go the mediums?
But medium, hard, or hard, medium sounds like a logical go-to plan here.
Which seems like the standard across every track we've been to so far on 22.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right.
So
just look at the YouTube chat while we're on the formation lap. I've just noticed a certain Gavin of Scotland. You might have heard of him. He calls himself the Banshee.
Does he?
Says God help the world of MRC and the internet with Bailey and Helmet. What's he trying to say there? Is he jealous?
I think he might be. Yeah, Kevin James is a zookeeper. Thank you, Mandy. She googled that for me.
Mandy coming in with the big facts. She's reliable, unlike Simba, who, well,
it's a hunch in the blowhole. It certainly is. So, odds for Bit to go for the hard, said Joshua Manouche, and he is right. It is Carl, Tom Brown, and Van to go for the hard tyres. Everybody else is on the mediums. But not as much of a spread, actually, there.
The medium tyre is definitely a noticeable difference in terms of pace, but it doesn't last anywhere near as long as the hard. But then again, if you're on the hard now, you've got so many strategy options. You can literally play the game of wait for the safety car if there is one late in the race, gamble, do an Alex Albon and go almost the race distance. It can carry that distance.
Exactly, and there's so many things in this game are so unknown as well, aren't they? So, we've seen it with the Minister of Defence, Mr. Geki Matthew. He went most of the race in Hungary, didn't he? On one set of tyres and switched to the softs and had an outstanding race and a well-deserved first win.
We saw it from VP Huster and from the Slayer in France, where they both pitted on lap 1 to put the hards on, and Viffy had a puncture with about 3 or 4 laps to go, and the Slayer made the race distance on just the hard tyre. Yeah. We actually saw them do it, where they did 1 lap on another tyre and then did the race distance. So it's doable, it's possible, and it's realistic.
It is. Yeah, I don't know how brave I'll be to do it, but
it wouldn't be my given choice of strategy, but if you were to have a collision on lap 1 and you were to go onto the hard tyre, your race isn't over, late safety car, and you're in the mix.
So I'm going to quickly hide the... you can't really hide. There we go. Look at that. Now, this is the perfect bit about this immersive formation laps. I think the Haas has kind of gone wrong. Yeah, Virginia just qualified for the session.
Oh, one of the Haas is really out of line.
He was. But look at this. They could see Ryan is not straight. Thomas Hornet as well is coming in to cut him off as well. Well, I didn't know that button existed, but I like the fact it does. And here we go, folks. We've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are underway under the lights of Abu Dhabi. Wow, Thomas Hornet got a bit of a tank slapper on. Oh, look, how did Ryan get away? He got a lot of wheel spin. Thomas Hornet's gone. Tom Brown had a fantastic start. Carl's gone, and there's contact with a Ferrari. Fanning's in the wall. There's carnage at the start, and I think there's a full safety car. There is already.
Safety car. We've got a Red Bull 1-2, Ferrari P3. Ryan's down to P4. Fanning at the back, Van's a bit out of the race. Obviously, Kareem Benzema didn't manage to make the start.
Elio's left the session, so hopefully that's just internet. Red car fast, I don't know how that works, but Thomas Hornet, he got a bit of a slide. And then it seemed to hook up. Ryan just had so much wheel spin. Then Tom Brown got a fantastic start from fourth. Ryan got a poor one, as we say. Fire Rooster's got ahead of single track. Not sure how that worked, because single track was next to Ryan, and then I don't know how that's happened. Not really sure how that's gone. And then, of course, Fanning now at the back. Migrating horse, not sure what's happening there. Ryan's left the session.
He's got an internet glitch, hasn't he?
Potentially. I am hearing in the Discord that there is potential red flags, but I don't know why.
Ryan's calling for a red flag. He is technically the host.
Yeah, that'll be why. I'm not sure what's going on. We may have to see what happens there. But so far, we're still continuing with this one. He got a 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flags. Not sure how. Single track got the penalty as well. Let's have a quick look. He got 5 seconds, and Fanning for that collision with Carl as well. But it's strange. Red flag, it's glitch, says Ryan. Okay, we will speak to admin, speak to stewards, but I think if there has been a glitch, which is not unusual, unfortunately, in MRC. Yeah, we're starting to see a few drivers starting to leave the session. See what's happening there.
Absolute disaster, because for some people, we saw some people make great starts. Both Red Bull guys make cracking getaways. Huge shame for Carl, Fanning and Vans, who were all in good positions, and obviously they're now no longer in contention as it stands.
Exactly. Genie has left the session as well, so I do believe that the session has had some kind of glitch. We'll wait and see, get official confirmation from that from the administrative team. I'm not sure what's happened. We will try and find out for you folks. At the moment, still on. So I think it could be part of the glitches. We've heard about the sound glitches, haven't we? And I think that was part of it. Dumas Hornet has also left the session, so I do believe a lot of drivers are leaving the session now, folks. So we will cut it there, and we will be back for the race very, very shortly. Apologies for the delay, folks. We will see you again very shortly.